What's good with my people, man? I know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up and subbing up, man. Y'all know we back with another one on that road to 10K. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so that you always notified. We post like a couple times a week. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, man. We'll get right into the video.
Feeling like something's watching you. This could be why. A popular singer by the name Mello was enjoying a nice day in the pool with her friend. But while waiting for another friend to arrive, everything was fairly normal until she decided to record a video to send it to her friend that she would make a horrifying discovery.
And who is super late to come today. And if you guys see this video, take a look at how nice the drink, the cute girl, and how nice the pool is. You guys should come right now and join us, right? Right? Okay, you know what? Talk to you guys later. Bye. You're very good.
As she moves the camera between them, a distorted face can be seen, watching them. Scary enough as the camera looks towards its direction again. Nothing's there.
Here's a list of the upcoming horror movies releasing in chronological order till the end of the year. Up first is The Elevator Game, releasing August 11th. This movie is based off of the urban legend to where you go to different floors and end up in a different universe, or a more or less different timeline, and things get absolutely insane. The movie comes out in 2 days and I'm very excited to see it. Jumping forward, we have The Nun 2, releasing September 8th. Now I know, a lot of people weren't very happy with the first Nun, but trust me, in Chris we trust. I love the Conjuring series and the franchise, and I guarantee you that this movie is going to be insane. Mark my words. Jumping a few weeks later, we have Saw X, probably my most sought after movie for this year, releasing September 29th. And trust me when I say, this movie is going to be insane. I can pretty much guarantee one thing. These traps are going to be the craziest we've ever seen. Jumping a few more weeks, we have Exorcist Believer, set to release on October 13th. I personally don't think it's going to be as good as the first one, but having 2 children be possessed by the same demon, mind-blowing. Then the film that everyone is excited for, the 3-hour-long PG-13 Five Nights at Freddy's. Now, 3 hours is a little bit long for me. I am going to see it, trust me, because I was a Five Nights at Freddy's kid. But it is a little long. The movie's dropping October 27th. Comment down below what movie you're most excited to see.
When I was
That first clip, man, I don't know if I seen a face. It looked like something was there, but it could be fake also. I don't know. I feel like that one was kind of whatever. But The Nun 2, it was cool. The Exorcist, bro, I'm big on horror films, so I'm gonna watch The Exorcist. That's mandatory. What was the other one? Saw X. Y'all know I'm going to go see that one. Them Saws be coming. They be coming with it. And what was the first one? It was like the first one was Elevator Game, I think. I ain't never seen that. Y'all let me know, but I will be checking that out. I will be checking that one out. But The Exorcist, he said he don't think it's gonna be better than the first one. To me, Exorcists don't never miss. Their movies be crazy. All of them, they don't miss. They don't miss. But yeah, I'm gonna check The Exorcist out. I seen The Nun too. It was alright to me. It's alright. But yeah, that Exorcist, Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm not really big on that. It's whatever.
14, my 3 siblings and I, along with my parents, lived in a trailer. It was a 3-bedroom trailer. And keep in mind that at the entrance was the living room. And once you close the main door, you had access to the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. My sister and I were staying in the room that was all the way at the end. The room that was in the middle, my brother occupied it. One day during the day, I was sitting in the living room, on the couch that had a full view to the hallway, where the rooms were, and I was on my phone when suddenly I felt someone staring at me. I didn't pay much attention to it, but the feeling kept getting heavier. I immediately looked to the hallway, and all I see is a white face with a black hat and black eye sockets the size of a little boy. I swear to you, I felt like I was moving in slow motion, and I tried to get up so fast to tell my mom. When my mom heard me yell, she went to the living room and told me that I was pale, like I had seen a ghost. I don't miss that trailer.
He refused to spend another night in that store after seeing this. A store owner from Mexico started hearing and seeing things around his shop that he can't explain. Ever since this one night, while he was staying late to organize the store's inventory, he began to hear movement coming from the bathroom. After getting scared by a random noise and leaving the area, he would later realize through the video that he wasn't alone. Worried someone or something may have broken into his store, he places a trap on the floor, and what he captures is horrifying. What looks like someone's footprints can be seen through the CCTV recording, but
a couple of weeks ago, this terrible historians found out about a mysterious phenomenon going on in Santa Rosa, Nuevo León, in Mexico. She drove there, she recorded it. This is what she had.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Nos encontramos en las vías del tren de la carretera aquí camino a Santa Rosa, casi cruz con López Mateos, y pues estuve viendo varios videos que precisamente a las 10 de la noche, faltan como 5 minutos, hay muchos videos en YouTube, los pueden buscar, y en otras plataformas, que a las 10:05 vienen por aquí, empiezan a grabar y se empieza a escuchar el tren, pero no pasa, o sea, como si fuera un tren fantasma. Vamos a esperarnos un rato.
She waits for a while, maybe expecting to see something or hear something, but she isn't expecting what happens next. Pay very close attention.
Bueno, pues ya nos quedamos un rato aquí esperando y efectivamente se empieza a escuchar como si viniera de acá, de lejos. No se ve nada, o sea, no hay nada, no viene nada. Y se escucha. Creí que era mentira,
Not only is she shouting out loud so she can be heard, you can actually see her hair being somewhat affected by the wind current created by the supposed ghost train. What?
This is the scariest.
Man, we reacted to that before, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that clip does blow me away because it's like, damn, a ghost train. But it reminded me of, like I said, Red Dead Redemption 2. If y'all play that game, y'all know the little ghost train that shoots through. Or what if it was deeper than that? What if it was like the train was real, but it's like in another dimension or something? You know, another universe, but it's here. Like, what if it's like literally here and we can't see the train? We can hear it, but they can't see us neither. And yeah, what if it's in a, I don't know, I'm just coming up with stuff. But yeah, that would kind of blow me away too. I don't think it's fake though. I don't think it's fake. Somebody else could disagree though, that's fine.
Story about I'm Sorry Mommy. One night, a woman was in the kitchen reading a newspaper when she suddenly looked up and saw her 6-year-old son staring at her. She said, "Something wrong, dear?" "I had a nightmare," said the boy, "and I can't sleep." "Well, don't worry, you're safe now," said the mother. "I dreamed I was in bed and heard a sound in Daddy's room," he said. "And when I looked in the door, I saw 2 big black things with white eyes. It came out of the closet and it attacked Daddy." "Don't worry," said the mother in a soothing voice. "It was just a dream. It didn't really happen." The boy then continued saying they ripped him into pieces and then ate him after. "And they even licked the blood off the floor. I thought if I ran away they wouldn't catch me. But they did. They were going to eat me, but they stopped and said, they wouldn't eat me if I promised to..." "To what?" said the mother. "Promise to distract you while they creep up behind you." "I'm sorry, Mommy," said the boy as the mother heard the floorboards behind her creak.
Oh, hell
The boy
no.
then watched with enjoyment as his mother was ripped apart piece by piece, with a giant smile on his face.
Now, when I show you this picture, I don't want you to freak out. This is a real image taken by the James Webb Space Telescope, and astronomers aren't entirely sure what this question mark shaped object is. Now, judging based on its shape and color, it appears to be a really distant galaxy, or even multiple galaxies colliding with one another. It is believed that this is the first time that this object has ever been imaged, and it was actually captured in the background of a really beautiful JWST image. While we aren't completely sure what the object is, there is one thing that's for certain. There are still so many questions about the universe left to be answered.
This picture might be the strangest and weirdest photo ever on the internet. Okay, so we all know Jeffrey Epstein. And if you don't, you should definitely do a little more research. And we all know George W. Bush, right? Well, what if I told you Jeffrey Epstein had a painting of George W. Bush that is extremely weird and just disturbing? Jeffrey Epstein actually owned this painting of George W. Bush that I'm about to show you right now. Okay, at first look, it looks like nothing out of the ordinary, right? Until you notice the 2 Jenga towers collapsed, and the 2 paper airplanes. And does that ring a bell to you? There's a whole conspiracy theory that Bush did 9/11, and in this painting there's 2 towers collapsed and there's 2 planes. Just like there was in 9/11. But the question is, why in the world did Jeffrey Epstein own this painting and have it? Is this proof that George Bush actually did 9/11, or is it just some sick joke that they have with each other? Either way, this whole painting is just unsettling because there is a very big conspiracy theory that George Bush did 9/11. And if that was true, why would Jeffrey Epstein have this kind of evidence? I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, but let me...
Here's why you should never turn...
Okay. I'm not gonna say too much about the 9/11 thing. I got my ideas. I got my feelings towards it. I got my people I'm blaming for it. I'm not gonna say I agree with that. I'm not gonna say I disagree. But I lean more to he might have been one of the people who had something to do with it. But I'm trying to be lenient because y'all know they be removing videos and stuff off things we could say or things that I'm reacting to. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? He might have set that up and then put that off on somebody else and then was like, we gonna go to war with these people because they got stuff out there on their land and we could use as resources, or we could just go out there. They got so much out there in their country, in their land, like that we could take from them, like, and just use this as the reason why we over there, when really we over there for another reason. Like, yeah, hey, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all believe, cause I'm a little bit, y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel, but yeah.
Turn your Snapchat location on. One night, a girl was home alone sitting in her bedroom watching TV when she got a notification on her phone. She opened her Snapchat to find a photo of Max, a strange, lonely boy at school who had asked for her Snapchat a few days before. In the Snapchat, Max was grinning very creepily. The text read, "Are you alone?" She was about to block him when she received another chat from Max that said, "You live on Moorhead Lane, right?" As soon as she opened it, she heard a tapping on her window. It was Max. He was staring directly at her with a disturbing grin on his face. She screamed before shutting the blinds and calling the police. But when they arrived, they said there was no one on the property and he must have ran away. The girl was haunted by Max, but eventually she went to sleep. She woke up the next morning to find that she had received another Snapchat from Max. It was of her in her bed sleeping. Taken 3.
We need to talk about the movie Talk to Me. This is supposed to be the scariest movie of the year. There's something going on at all the high school parties that involves this hand. This hand supposedly contains the spirit of somebody who has crossed over. And if you grab hold of this hand, you may become possessed. That's what happened to Mia. The possession scenes are really creepy, and there is sort of a plot twist at the end, but I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to spoil it, and this isn't a sponsored post. I just want to talk about this movie because it's supposed to be really scary.
Yo, if bro watching her while she sleep, that's some weirdo. That's weird. That's weird. But that's why you gotta keep yourself protected at all times. Whether that's a stun gun, whether that's a taser, whether you keep a pocket knife on you, or if it's a pocket rocket. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. Always stay protected, especially the young woman in general, because there's some weirdos and some creeps out here. Make sure you protect it, and always know your surroundings. Cause she at home, and it came to her house. It's like she ain't need that on her. But, cause that's weird. Call your brothers, call your pops, call a cousin, call a homie or something that you trust, something. But, now that movie Talk to Me, I just watched it. I watched it twice. I just watched it. I watched it on Friday and Saturday. That movie hard, bruh. That movie hard. It is kind of, it's not to me scary. It's more so, it's real. Like, yeah, it's real. That movie hard. That movie hard. But when I told y'all I be having those dreams about the black eyes, in that movie, how her eyes was, if you seen it, and it's that one part in particular when she looking at the little boy, eyes black. That's what I be seeing. I know y'all be telling me what it is, but it feels like more like a not so much of like the meaning behind what y'all told me with the black eyes was. It looked like it be trying to possess me type thing. I'm being honest with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. And when I saw the movie, I'm gonna keep it real. I saw that movie a little bit after the part, if y'all seen it, when she's saying whatever she's saying to the boy. Like, I damn near caught a panic attack. I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. Body got tight. I was damn near about to faint. I swear to God, I can't make this up. This just happened on Saturday. It messed me up, and I got sick like the next day. So I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. If anybody got some type of message or some type of something, like, drop it in the comments. Like, I could be aware, because this one took me by storm. But yeah, that's what I be seeing in the movie. I mean, in my dreams, is the eyes turn black like that, and they be feeling like they trying to take me over. But yeah, the movie dope. Movie dope. It has some crazy meaning, and the ending is sick. The ending is sick. And I wish it had ended another way, on a positive note, but it ended on a negative note, to me, in my opinion. But yeah, movie's hard.
Beware the Wailing Woman. Let's talk about a terrifying free horror game about a familiar ghost. The Wailing of the Forest. Full gameplay through right here. This game is made to look like a silent film and starts with you talking to a man. He sees that you're a young kid out alone and he tells you not to cross this bridge because it's very dangerous. Of course, you do it anyway. After the bridge, you start finding notes describing a woman who drowned her newborn, and that her deep regret of this has turned her into an apparition. You start to hear crying that gets louder the longer you walk, and you find the apparition that the notes were telling you about. Except there's one problem. She thinks that you're her child, and she is coming after you to make sure that you two stay together forever. This horror game is based on the real-life ghost La Llorona, but this game's interpretation is a bit different. Every time you die in the game, it starts a new loop where things change in disturbing ways. And after seeing what this game has to offer, we should have just listened to the man at the start of the game.
There is no way in 1,000 years you'd be able to guess what's happening in this photo. Yes, it does look like the apartment of a former frat boy who can't decorate, but it's actually a still from the most evil reality television show to ever exist, where this man was kept in this apartment naked with no food for 15 months, while 17 million people in Japan tuned in. It's also the subject of tonight's episode, so let's dive in. So this is called Sweepstakes Life, and it was a show in Japan in the 90s. To cast the show, a group of men were told to come to a casting office with no other information. A box with a question mark was then wheeled into the room, and each of the men had to pull an envelope. This guy, Nasubi, is the guy that gets the winning slip, and this is where his nightmare begins. He was immediately blindfolded and thrown in the back of a car, where he was brought to this apartment and told to strip. This is also where he's told that anything he needs to survive needs to be won in sweepstakes that are in those magazines, meaning he couldn't eat anything until he won it, which didn't happen for 2 weeks. He wouldn't be let out of the apartment until he won 1 million yen worth of prizes, and he had no idea it would take him over a year to do so. I'm gonna have to do another part to this story, but check out tonight's...
Everybody's gonna be like...
Bro, that's... and you know the people who did that, you know the people who set all that up, you know they ain't doing no jail time behind that. Which they should, because to me, that's out of pocket and that's wrong. You don't do that, bro. What? You didn't even tell the man what he's signing up for. Like, you could have... That's why waivers, and we have to sign waivers now because of situations like that. I'm willing to bet. But that's crazy. Like, he all happy that he just won something and not knowing for a whole year you about to go without food. You about to be stuck in an apartment and the whole world gonna be tuning in. That's sad that everybody was tuning in. That everybody rather be entertained than to help somebody. Like, sheesh. The world, boy.
Like, have you ever heard the superstition about a welcome mat outside of your door? No, you shouldn't have one. Reason is because, let me guess, it's gonna fucking invite entities into you're basically inviting anything to come inside your house, meaning you're inviting demons, evil spirits.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, bro, because you're inviting it in.
Alright, so do you think that rubs off and like it brings evil people
try to break in, rob. Maybe you could just bring all the bad energy, or but again, that's just a superstition, bro, that people believe. Oh, it's bad to have a welcome mat. Some people are just like, it's just a mat, bro. It's not that serious. You already know the comments will be like, bro, I can't have anything no more. I have one right now. That ass, bro. I know a lot of people out there have a welcome mat, bro. So just be aware. If some weird shit starts happening in your house, bro, some ghost activity.
You guys asked for more Easter eggs, so here we go. One of my favorite Easter eggs is actually in Saw 3, and I've never heard anybody else talk about it before. So at the very beginning of Saw 3, all of the cops are talking. They're at a crime scene of a trap that's already happened. They're talking about how they need to focus, put their efforts together because the killer is still out there somewhere. Jigsaw and his helpers are still at large. But as some of you may know already, one of the cops that's in that scene is actually a Jigsaw apprentice, but we don't find that out until Saw 4. I'm gonna play the clip for you and then tell you what the Easter egg is. Did you catch it? When Officer Rigg is talking about no, that somebody is still out there, he turns his hand and he points, and he's pointing out away from them. But what he's actually pointing at is Mark Hoffman, who, unbeknownst to the audience, is an apprentice in this movie. So clever. I love these things.
Japanese yokai, Onmoraki, the black bird. Onmoraki looks like a bird with black feathers with bright eyes with a human face. They will usually appear near temples with a neglectful priest. While the priests are asleep, they will sneak up on them and scold them in their own voice. When the priest wakes up, the Onmoraki will vanish into the shadows. The Onmoraki comes from the bodies of the recently deceased when the person dies but don't receive enough memorial prayer. With that, their life energy can transform into an Onmoraki.
Let's talk about the huge talk.
Hey, what's crazy is with the welcome mat, like, people, it could be a superstition. It could be, but I mean, damn, I would not put it past that'd be too far as reaching. That could be capable of happening. You put a welcome mat or anything like that at your door, you inviting things into your home. I mean, I never thought of it from that perspective, but like I said, I'm not downplaying it either though. It's now making me gonna think twice as far as the next time, shit, when I go walk outside my door, if I'm gonna be like, damn, I got a welcome mat right now. Let me remove that. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be closed-minded to that. I'm not, like, cause that could be a real high possibility. But as far as this Amaraki, I might be pronouncing it wrong. I might be butchering it. Correct me if so. I've read that story before though. I've read that story before, but maybe it was like earlier this year when I first seen it. It's not like I've been known about it. I just read it or just came across a video of that.
Talk to me news. This movie has already been called one of the scariest movies of this year. Like, literally all of my favorite movie content creators are gushing about it, okay? Mr. GD, one of my favorites, said this.
Could possibly be the best horror movie that will release all year.
And listen, I agree. That movie was so good. But that's not what I'm here to tell you, okay? Today, the Rocka brothers, the creators of this movie, and A24 have confirmed a Talk to Me sequel with this video.
I heard it was the hand of a Satanist.
Oh.
The other hand's just out there.
And that's not all. They've already recorded a prequel. So we have a prequel and a sequel. And it says here that the prequel is told entirely through mobile phones and social media. And they've already written scenes for the sequel. But listen, I trust them so much. If you guys don't know, the Rocka brothers literally started off on YouTube. Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen some of these. It's just so cool to see our favorites thrive in a much bigger space. They deserve it. But yeah, all we know is that the sequel is coming soon. How soon is soon? Because I'm so excited.
Man, I'm telling you. I said I watched it twice. I watched it twice because I knew I missed something in the first time I watched it. They come out with a sequel, but that movie gonna be crazy. And well, sequels ain't always the best. No, we know sequels always sometimes don't even hit at all. But I'm praying that I shouldn't even use that word with the movie. I'm hoping for the best as far as a sequel, and I'm hoping that it's a good movie. Cause yeah, like that movie was hard. I told you I like scary movies. I like horror films, and that movie was hard. That movie was sick. That movie was sick. Yeah, I gotta check it out, man.
this creepy painting is actually some sort of evil apparition. Let's talk about the Rat Queen from the Layers of Fear remake. And of course, spoilers ahead. The Rat Queen also exists in the original versions of Layers of Fear 1 and 2, but we're going to be focusing on the remake. The Rat Queen appears mostly as a painting in the stories of the painter from Layers of Fear 1 and the actor from Layers of Fear 2. She seems like a malevolent force that rats are drawn to, but it's unclear as to what her intentions are. What's really happening is that in the remake, the writer is writing the stories of the painter and the actor. For those of you not familiar with the series, these are character names. At the beginning of the writer's time living in the lighthouse, she unknowingly enters a pact with the painting of the Rat Queen. And part of that pact is the Rat Queen helping her turn those stories into successful books. However, this comes at a cost, and the writer ended up losing her son as a result of the pact. She returned to the lighthouse to burn the Rat Queen painting, but was met with a surprise. The physical form of the Rat Queen appeared and locked her in the lighthouse forever.
Okay, this whole Lil Tay passing away thing is not adding up to me. So earlier, Lil Tay's Instagram page announced that her and her brother sadly passed away, but it didn't say how. By the way, somebody put this statement in an AI reader, which can tell if a sentence or paragraph was made in ChatGPT, and it said it was AI generated, so I don't know. People believe that an article posted on August 6th about a 14-year-old girl passing away on a jet ski accident happened to be Lil Tay. But the article didn't say any names of who the 14-year-old girl was. Now, Tay's parents have been known and called out for abusing Tay and her brother and not wanting her on social media. One time, even weirdly writing helped me on Lil Tay's YouTube channel and Instagram story in like 2022. During that time, Lil Tay and her brother were trying to get Lil Tay out of custody of her father because her father just had gotten custody of her, and Lil Tay's brother claimed that he was a very abusive man. Now, this is where it gets weird today. There has been no police reports filed of Lil Tay passing away or her brother. An account called Termani, which I think is Lil Tay's brother, posted that him and Lil Tay did not pass away, and that they don't have access to the account, but the parents do, and that the parents are lying because they don't want him or his sister on the internet anymore. But who knows if this page is actually real? Lil Tay's former manager, Harry, told Insider News to take cautious consideration, because right now he can't confirm or deny if she has passed away. And Lil Tay's father has also declined to comment on if she passed away or not. What do you think about this whole?
We have big news. You know.
Hey, yo, I've seen that situation before as the little girl Lil Tay, but I mean, I've never really. I think she a rapper. I never really came across her music, but yeah, I mean that is kind of weird if the manager can't even. Yeah, but it would just be. It's just like, yo, how's that even a question? Like, things like that should not be a question. That's a kid. We should be able to get right to it. We should be able to see where this little girl is. Like, yeah, and hear it from her mouth. Like, I don't know. Because if that was a regular person, we would have been, CPS probably would have been at the door. Like, hey, we need to see the little kid. Like, we need to see who we here to see. Like, because if we can't, you going down. Like, you going to jail for this. But I don't know. To me, it's a script. It's a script. Like, it's all a script, man. It's all a script. And you can't really not look past some of these things because, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's a script. It's a script. That's all I can
That horror
say.
movie that people are saying is the best horror movie of 2023, myself included, and the scariest of the year in my opinion. A24's Talk to Me, directed by the Rocka Brothers on YouTube, has just announced a sequel in the works. It's titled Talk to Me with the number 2 in the middle. If you don't already know, Talk to Me is a horror movie about a group of friends who still religiously use Snapchat. Absolutely terrifying. Oh, and the part where they discover an embalmed hand that allows them to talk to terrifying spirits that possesses them to do and see unspeakable, jaw-dropping, horrifying things, yeah, that terrified me too. Check out this teaser clip that A24 just released.
I heard it was the hand of a Satanist. The other hand's just out there.
May or may have not belonged to a Satanist. I'm so fucking excited for this. I will not shut up about how good this movie was. It blew my expectations, funny as hell, shout out to you guys, banger soundtrack. And get this, they already shot a prequel as well about the opening scene of the movie. I'm so ready for this. Let me know what you thought of the first Talk to Me if you've already seen it, and go...
Alright, today we're going to be looking at signs that you won't believe actually exist. Alright, the first one, danger, do not touch. Not only will this kill you, it will hurt the whole time you are dying. I'm not gonna... What the actual dead people's things for sale? Not getting any of that, I'm all good. Caution, open graves. Attention, if you become lost or confused in the corn maze, stay calm, don't panic, help is on the way. Every Tuesday morning we send a rescue team into the maze to bring out everyone left from the previous weekend. They are highly trained and can usually locate over 2/3 of those left behind. Probably wouldn't go on there, actually I probably would to be honest. Road may be subject to sudden catastrophic sinkhole collapse. You're probably gonna need a bigger sign than that.
This is a sick and twisted...
Ain't no way. First of all, the corn maze, I think everybody is afraid of a corn maze at least once or twice in your life. I know when you were a kid and you go to, well, for me, I was a kid going to the pumpkin patches and I'd be like, bro, what if I get lost up in here? So I was always like, way shook of that. I never went fully into a corn maze. I just did that for the first time last year. That's the first time I ever did it, and yeah, I ain't messing with that. And touching that plant, man, get that to your worst enemy. Better yet, get at, like we spoke in the past videos, them pedos, bro, give them to them. That's what we should do. They say it's gonna be the worst pain ever, bro. So anybody was touching kids, like, yeah, you gonna go ahead, you gonna touch this plant, and you gonna sit up in that cell, and you ain't gonna get fed for a whole year like they did dude that's in that country. I don't want to say which country because I'm not sure which one. I forgot which country it was. But whatever country it's from, and he won that sweepstakes, and he had to go through that for a whole year while the whole world tuned in. That's what we're going to do to them pedophiles, bro. Give them that plant and make them sit down, and we ain't going to beat them at all. You guys sitting there for a whole year, bro. You can make it.
was about a Danish family and a Dutch family who meet on vacation. Weeks later, the Danish family receives an invitation from the Dutch family to spend the weekend at the rural house in the Netherlands. After arriving, the Dutch couple begins acting differently and making them uncomfortable, but it would be rude to leave, right? The whole thing escalates to an insane finish. And it honestly left me speechless. It was so disturbing. It's available on AMC Plus or YouTube, so let me know what you think. And I'll be posting a full spoiler explanation if you find it too disturbing to watch.
3 years ago, a video was uploaded to TikTok with a caption that simply read, "Do you see it?" This video was taken from a home that sits across from an abandoned church, and the woman who uploaded it said that one day she noticed a man pacing back and forth just a few feet away from the church's parking lot. At first she thought nothing of it, but what she didn't know was that for the next several weeks of her life, this simple curiosity would turn into an all-consuming obsession. After a few hours of this man pacing back and forth, her and her husband definitely thought it was odd, but when they saw him the next day, they actually became concerned, thinking it could have been a senior citizen who was lost and confused. So they went to go see if the man needed help, and as they came up on the site, this is when things began to turn from an innocent curiosity into something that would keep them up for nights. In her videos, the woman claimed that the first time they approached the pacing man, he was suddenly nowhere to be seen, and every time since then, when they try to approach, the same thing happens.
Is anybody there? I'm so nervous. What was it? Do you need help?
You can see the full clips along with 4 other equally terrifying videos in my latest YouTube video titled The Pacing.
Nightmarish facts about...
Mind your damn business. That man pacing over there across from a church. Leave him alone, bruh. Mind your business. That's what I would have did. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care if you pacing. Bro, you got your own thing you doing. I got my own thing I'm doing. And we didn't see movies where everybody who is curious about somebody else's, that's why I always tell people, let people be who they are. Let him live his own experience. If he want to spend every day pacing, that's his time, that's his life journey, that's his experience. Let him have it. You only get one life. Hopefully you only get one, and there ain't no such thing as no reincarnation, because I ain't with that. But if you gonna get one life, bro, live it to the way you want to do it. Mind your damn business. And then they want to get scared when they done went over there. Stop, bro. Stop. Mind your business. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my message for today. Mind your business. That's it. Mind yours.
About your body that you probably shouldn't think about. Part 1. Due to the brain's lack of pain receptors, brain surgery is often performed while the patient is awake and talking. And in some cases of brain surgery, the surgeon will pull your face forward like a banana. men's nipples can be stimulated enough to produce milk. Once you turn 30 years old, you can expect to lose half an inch every 10 years. When you developed in the womb, your anus was formed before anything else. So at one point, you were nothing but an asshole. Your penis has rifling. That's why the stream twists. If you decapitate someone, their head will remain conscious for 15 to 20 seconds, which is long enough for them to realize what you did to them.
Damn.
If somebody ever tells you they see something, believe them, because this picture is actual proof of that. This photo was captured by Nadia Hassan in the Bushwind boarding school women's locker room. She came running out of this locker room and claimed that she saw a figure, not a person, not a woman, a figure. Obviously, this sounded ridiculous. Nobody believed her, not even the administration, but she said, no, I have a picture. I've got a picture of this. She showed them this photo, and I don't know of any other way to, like, discern between what this is and what this isn't. That's a body. That looks like a person. If it's not that, then what is this? What are some...
Shit look like something from the damn Ring. That's what it looked like to me. Shit, I ain't going back in that bathroom, and they better close the whole school down. Straight up. You got a picture like that, that's proof something ain't right, and we don't need nothing else happening up in here, because that could have ended real bad. But one of those facts, they said brain surgery, the patient's still awake. I mean, still whatever. But then the fact that your face can flip like forward like a banana, bruh. Oh, hell no. Nah, bruh. Ain't no way in hell I could ever. There ain't no way, bro.
Takes that you have.
Alright, so you guys really enjoyed the first video I did, so here's part 2 to some more horror movie hot takes that I got. And remember, if you don't agree with it, I don't give a shit. These are hot takes. First things first, Rob Zombie's Halloween is a top 5 Halloween movie in the franchise. It's better than 4, 5, 6, H2O, Resurrection. It's better than all of those, bro. Killer Clowns from Outer Space is one of the best clown horror movies of all time. Yeah, I'm willing to put it above the original It. I'm not going to put it above It Chapter 1 or 2, but I'll put it above Stitches or whatever fucking clown movie there is. John Carpenter's The Thing, not a bad movie. I swear, it's not a bad movie. But the shit is overrated as fuck. It's a great movie. Do not get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. But when I hear people say it's one of the greatest of all time, I'm like, Freddy vs. Jason is a top 5 slasher film of all time. Now look, you can argue all you want, but I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm not gonna sit here and let people tell me that a fucking crossover movie with 2 of the biggest slashers of all time isn't a top 5 slasher film of all time. I'm just not going for it. And last but not least, y'all are gonna hate me for it because look, the Texas Chainsaw, the original movie, shit is amazing. But if I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all, the Leprechaun franchise is a way better horror movie franchise.
Come with me to read the most haunted book in the Library of Congress. This is the Malleus Maleficarum, aka the Medieval Guide on Hunting Witches. This book is over 500 years old and is responsible for the torture and murder of thousands of people, mostly women, who were accused of witchcraft. I looked at this in the rare books secret section of the library, and I literally felt like I was in Harry Potter. This specific edition was published in 1492 as a way to identify, hunt, torture, and kill people suspected of witchcraft. This was the first book that preached that any man, not just clergy, should go out to hunt and kill the witches in his community. For me, the scariest part of this particular book was that 500 years ago, someone was making notes in the margins when they read this. They were studying up on how to kill women, using these really creepy hands to do it. I found myself getting kind of emotional reading it, knowing the impact that it's had on history. Anyways, what's the scariest book that you've ever read?
If you see it...
Damn. I ain't know they had a book like that though, that's out to hunt witches. Shit. They had it out for the witches I see. Damn. Like, it was that serious? What if the people was actually writing that book was like just killing off women just for the sake of using it as an excuse? Like, oh, we hunting witches. What if that was the case? Why they didn't say witches and wizards? And then on top of that, it's just like, what if they was killing random women, saying they was witches, and the witches still was living. And like we just watched in a video prior, what if like the witches all migrated to Cali? Because they say a lot of them out here in California, and a lot of them in the Bay Area. What if they was like, they all migrated here and then they was just whacking off people, whacking off just random women? Like, I don't know. I could be reaching.
Yes, you need to run seriously fast. This is allegedly a real photo of an alien that landed in Siberia. And this thing looks extremely dangerous. Apparently this thing was not breathing and was not moving, but was still breathing out green toxic smoke. This is crazy. If you see this anywhere, make sure you run away as fast as you can. And make sure you...
This is a video about security guard. I guess he says that he hears stuff all the time. It's like, I don't know what I think it's just like it says San Francisco Armory. It's a security guard working graveyard shift, and he said he hated it so much because he always hears stuff. And one night he was like, okay, let me just record, see if I could I could like capture something, and he captured this.
Oh, hell no. This is what I'm talking about, dude. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I'm here in this building by myself, bro. By myself. Fuck that.
I knew his ass was black. I could tell in the first word he said, oh hell no, this is what I'm talking about. When he said it, I knew he was black. I knew he was. That's how we react to certain things. Like, bro, nah, hell no, I ain't going there. And it come out funny, but he dead ass serious though. Like, yeah, that's funny. Yeah, man, like that was that one. Y'all would have quit, bro. That was my last day. That was my, it may not have been my first day, because it'd have been my first and my damn last. We out of here, bro. I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that at all. Nah, it's too much. You see the body moving, a little figure, and then you see the doors just slowly. Yeah, bro, y'all tripping. Y'all got the wrong one. Because I ain't curious, nor am I going to do my job if it's my job to patrol the premises. Because I'm out of there. I'm out of there, man. But if you made it to the end of this one, I appreciate y'all. If y'all stuck through, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you're always notified. Man, we make posts like every other day through the week. Again, we're on that road to 10K. Once we hit that 10K, we're gonna have a giveaway. I'll let y'all know how the giveaway gonna work. I'll choose somebody and y'all win. But until I see y'all in the next one, we out of here, man. We go.